Guys, hey guys, how's your day coming? Hope you had a good day. And just a little FYI, guys, I was about Diamond 2 on my climb, and then I fell down to Diamond 3 20 LP. Oh no. The forbidden depths never to escape, right? Nope. I kept consistent, and then in, law of averages in the next several games, I'm back into Diamond 2. Did I take a break for a little bit? Yeah, I got off for a little bit. I did something else and I came back. And that's another thing. Take pauses, guys. Take breaks. Don't railroad yourself into a lose streak, And if you're having a bad time on the game, guys, remember it's a game. Get off. Go, hang out with friends, family, anything's better. And, sometimes we forget that we're playing the game to have fun. And if you're not having fun, take a break. Watch somebody else play the game, get a mental reset, maybe get a cup of coffee, some, water or something, and then hop back on, So, we're just going to choose Latent Forge here, because I really don't care about the other options too much. We're taking the Ore and Hero Power, which is pretty good here. And we're just going to try to make the best board we can possible. Lately, guys, I've been just kind of auto-pathing into Noxus Opener where I can. And that's due to the Deadeye nerfs. A lot of people are forcing strategists every single game. So all you really need is the Swain. And then the rest of the units can just be Noxus. Nobody's really playing Rogue, so you get Katarina. Nobody's really playing Juggernaut, so you get Darius. So it's a really free avenue if you choose to take it. But you have to have the opener, right? You gotta have stage 2 where you win. That's usually the big con for it. But it doesn't mean that we always commit to something. You see me holding on to a Jin pair here, so if I hit that, I could go Ionia. I think Ionia Flex is your best option for this set, guys. For how to play. I don't think you can go Rift Herald this set. Not Rift Herald. I don't think you can go Mutants this set unless you get the Mutant Emblem. You really do need Baron, and then you have to max Econ to be able to get to the point where you can finally get the Baron out on the board, right? So we're going to be leveling up here on 2-5 as usual. And there's not really a whole lot of scouting to be done, guys, in these early combats. We're just kind of chilling, right? And a little bit of an off note, I don't know if you guys even care at all, but I really do think, guys, that I'll make a YouTube video on it at another time. I don't know if you guys would even be interested in something like it, but when I hit Challenger for the first time, oh, well, yes, the first time. Since then, I've hit Challenger 2 more times. And what I will say is, to hit Challenger, you kind of have to be a little narcissistic. You have to be really confident in yourself. And I developed some role models, whether that be from anime or real life. I started taking on new images, and I tailored my mind into being more productive and towards like my thoughts of myself, my capabilities. And you have to be confident in your decisions, and you have to be actively thinking. Right here the game glitched and didn't let me see any HP bars, right? And I'm still not even sure if I'm committing to Callista. I don't know where I'm going in this game right now because the game's not giving me any pairs. And the moment I find Callista here, guys, I'm making a big decision. Since we won a lot of combats in the earlier stage 2, we can't really drop the Noxus. It's a lot of bonus HP on these double Swains in the front, right? All we really do need is the Challenger. So here we know we found the Swain pair upgrade, so we're going to grab onto some more pairs, right? And we're going to lean kind of into the whole Callista at this point. We got to start making some big boy decisions on what we're going to be doing here. Now, I think after playing this game, because I scouted like a guy who is like high challenger. I think the way to play this set right now, if you want to optimally climb, is you always Ionia flex with just quality units. Like there's just, what I mean by quality units is like there's units like Swain, there's units that like Set, you know, some of the Bastion units that just always have innate, like they're just standalone good units. Like Swain, when he ultis, he gains 600 HP. He's, you know, he AoE. You can put Morello on him. You can make him a tank. You can make him kind of a carry. He's a little bit of everything, right? So you can use quality units that are just stationary as like placeholders as you kind of pivot into like the challengers. And I think it's Ionia flex with Shadow Isles. You know, I've been rocking Noxus this whole early part of the game. Noxus is like an early game snowballing thing you can rock. You know, it's not always so cookie cutter as all these like guides make it out to be, where you see everybody play strategist like you see here, and then just, or they only play just Ionia or 3 Ionia with 6 challenger. It doesn't always have to be so black and white, right? And the good part about playing Shadow Isles in this case is that when you do roll down on 3-5, now you get to look for 3-4 costs, right? You get to look for Gwen, you get to look for Yasuo, and then you also get to look for Kai'Sa. So now you're increasing your chances to be able to hit a 2-star 4 cost significantly. And Gwen, you know, she's the cat's pajamas, man. She's pretty dang good. You don't always need to have Giga Abyss on her. She's not always going to be your carry, but she puts in that sweat equity. So don't be too scared from her. I don't think you need 4 Shadow Isles. And we're going to be picking up Trickster Glass here because the other 2 components really kind of suck. And the reason why we build Locket here is because of our middle augment about giving everybody else attack speed. I should have put the Katarina on the Locket hex here. And we just kind of have it to where we're trying to like min-max just raw value here now, right? So since we have the Trickster's Glass, we basically have to view it, we're on like level 7. So it's like we leveled up on 3-5 here, and we rolled a little bit. So what does this mean? It means we get to save some econ, it means we get to go, we get to level up on 4-1. As you can see here, I'm still valuing the Noxus too much. It's a lot of HP, man, especially on like Swain. Because all we really need from this comp right now is to buy enough time for our Kliss to kill everything on the map, right? That's all we need. And you're not seeing me doing any dumb rolling, guys. We maybe rolled once or twice this whole game. We just naturalized a whole lot of things. We held on to pairs. We're keeping our econ high. Are we win streaking? Yes, here, but you don't see me rolling at any dumb intervals, right? We're gonna roll down here on 4-1 to see if we can get some of these upgrades, right? This is what I mean about the 3-5 roll down. You can get a whole lot more out of it when you econ up, and you're able to look for multiple 4 costs over just, you know, this is a set of 4 costs, guys. It's sad to say. Legendaries, in my opinion, really suck. You know, you got like Heimerdinger, who's like good when you have 3 item upgrades on it, which is like you know, 18 gold in just that alone. Scion's decent, but like it's not like the 5 costs we had in past set, like Tom Kench or something. The reason why I grabbed the Titans here is I thought we were going to find a Yasuo off the rip, so that's why I took it. And you see me here, I'm starting to hold on to the Kai'Sas, and I'm using Samira as an item holder, guys. I'm just not going to let stats chill on my bench. And we kind of got luxed here, so... I also wanted to keep my win streak going, that's why I did a big roll down as well. And you're going to see me donking here a little bit too, because right now, we're off Warwick, we're off Gwen. You know, if we find 1 Yasuo, you know, now we're 2 off Kai'Sa. We really don't have to go level 8 to, like, you know, majorly stabilize here. it's sad to say, but this is like really like a 3-5-4-1 meta where, as you can see, everybody's dying here. You know, most of the time people hit level 8 on 4-5 or 5-1, and you're just not seeing it with this set. It's a very front-loaded set where, in my opinion, Noxus is just an S tier because of that. It spikes really early in the early game. We're just grabbing whatever pairs we can grab. You know, we can't predict the future, so we can't see that we're gonna get a Gwen in this shop, right? As you can see, guys, we're not even getting Noxus value anymore, but look at how good the Swain is, just the standalone Swains, man. You know, for it being a 2 cost, man, it's putting in a whole lot of work. At this point, we kind of have to kill components, guys. I don't think really having a, you know, a rapid fire cannon on Kai'Sa is going to do a whole lot, but a Titans does ramp up on her. It gives her armor, magic resist, and AP. So it's pretty good. You know, it's not best in the world. But what I will argue is that in, like, over time, it does help her clutch out in some cases. There has been sets too. I can't give you an instance off the top of my head. I can't remember it. But you could put, you know, Titans on your backline units. It's not very uncommon. It ramps up. It makes a lot of armor, magic resist. It gives you, you know, that win con and overtime. So don't be afraid to put on your backline units, guys. It's not just a tank item, right? It's not just like a melee item for like Darius either, right? And we're just like looking for like one Yasuo here at this point. And now I'm at the point where what is my max cap board here, right? Like I find Yasuo 2, I find Kai'Sa 3, I guess in this case. I look for a replacement Swain. I should have just kept the Scion, right? But 5 gold to chill on in that early game is like pretty big. Anything we grab here is either going to be a carry item for Kai'Sa or a carry item for Yasuo. I think they made this meta really simple for people in terms of you guys don't even have to worry about going level 9 anymore. The games end too quick, they made the econ too high, and the biggest stage for people to learn how to play the game, in my opinion, is stage 3. It's when to roll on 3-5 or 4-1, and when to like learn how to pivot between that when you do your roll downs, depending on what people already have in the lobby. Like if you're going strategist, man, and then you see that like somebody has 6 Azirs already, it's like you gotta pivot, man. The odds of you hitting is like next to none. And at this point, one thing I learned was we could have went for easy Gwen 3 this game, especially, that's another, oh, I forgot to mention that. When you play Shadow Isles Challenger like Flex with like Ionia, you can even rock Zed over, like, you don't even need the Juggernaut, man. It doesn't really matter. You can hit easy Gwen 3 and like Kaisa 3, and it's not because, like, you know, the percentages change up. It just everybody's going everything else under the sun right now that nobody even touches Gwen, because nobody plays Slayer right now, and nobody plays nobody plays Slayer, nobody even plays Shadow Isles. Sorry, a little bit of a brain fart there. I was like focusing up. Like right here, we already have 6 Gwens. All we would need is like another 3, and we'd have a free 4-star. Especially if I didn't nuke my whole econ, right, guys? So we're at 7. Also, if you don't hit the challenger opener, you're always, you can play this like pretty flexibly in terms of like, you either go for the Shadow Isles opener, or you go for like you know, full challenger Noxus opener, or like, you know, focus on Samira. There's always gonna be like a keystone like challenger unit you can hold on to, and then you can pivot into this max comp board later on. If you don't find the Kaisa, you don't find the Kaisa. If you don't find the Yasuo, you don't find the Yasuo. You can still rock the Gwen in, you know, Callista carry. I do think you can hold in the Callista pretty consistently every single game and hit it. The reason why I put both my Kaisas on the right side where Callista is because what you guys just seen. Whenever Callista, or whenever Kaisa ulti, she's always going to dash to the other side of the map. And I don't want them dashing onto the same side as like Callista here, and just all of them getting like J forward, or all of them getting hit with like AoE. At this point, I was really praying to hit the Gwen 3. That's the game. I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.